board members present. It's 8 o'clock. Shall we start, please? Okay. The agenda for this evening is to be approved upon.
Yes, I just have one thing to say very quickly.
Use the mic, please.
Yeah. If I get sorry, I keep forgetting how soft my voice is. Okay, there is a slight change to the pre-circulated agenda which appeared on the downstairs notice boards. We have an extra agenda item. It's called Office Announcements, and that will be brought up directly after the minutes have been read and approved. Okay?
Agenda? Yes. Okay. On the agenda, approved.
Second.
Second. And third. Okay. I call the secretary to read the minutes of January 7th, 2010.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, these minutes are relatively brief, so just bear with me. I'll read them as quickly as possible. Minutes of the meeting of River Shores Association held January the 7th, Middle River Club. Board members present: Janet Carlucci, Barbara Struger, Jeremy May. The meeting was called to order at 7:40. The revised agenda for the meeting was formally adopted by 3 to 1. The president asked the secretary to take the chair. The chairman introduced Mr. Bradley Trushin of attorneys Cook, I should say, and Trushin. He emphasized that the secretary that Mr. Trushin would be glad to answer any questions. The chairman noted that no mailing affidavit for the meeting could be produced. Instead, he mentioned that the recent unauthorized removal of many documents from the association office had made it impossible to find the affidavit. He therefore suggested that a postmarked envelope, which was produced on occasion of the meeting, be used instead. This was put to the vote and approved. The minutes of the board meeting of January the 4th, 2010 were read and approved without comment. Members voting. The results of the member votes, by member we're talking about unit owners, members of the association, not board members. The results of the member votes were as follows. Waiving the reserves for 2010, there were 122 against 3. So the decision to waive the reserves for 2010 was approved, it was carried. The issue of waiving the financial statements for 2010, there were in favor 73 against 51. The decision to waive the financial statements for 2010 was therefore not carried. The 2010 budget, the chairman noted that the proposed 2010 budget for River Shores had already been formally rejected by 3 to 0 by the board at the association meeting held December the 15th, 2009. However, a revised budget for 2010 had just been professionally prepared. This would be presented at the next association meeting in 3 weeks' time. No maintenance increase over 2009 was envisaged in this new revised budget. Any other business? The chairman emphasized the administrative difficulties the board was now facing on account of the removal of important documents from the association office. And he also emphasized the unavailability of sign-on, that's login data for the association office PC. Mr. Trushin, that's the attorney, clarified at length the legal implications of this situation. The meeting was finally adjourned at 8:50 p.m. Okay.
On the approval of the minutes, ready? Take a
Second.
vote. Now on the office announcements.
In the microphone?
There are a couple of things that I'd like to bring up.
Excuse me, please.
Can I just stand up and yell?
No.
All right. Okay, we are there 5 weeks. We came in on January 5th, 5 weeks as of today. In the 5 weeks that we have been there, we have saved, as of a salary, is $3,750. We had water. Thank you. We had water, late fees on the water bill, roughly $1,000, which we had waived. Okay, we called, actually, Tony Rubio sat on the phone with Oakland Park Water, and they explained the circumstances to them, and they waived the $1,000 on our insurance bill. Because it was paid late in December, there was a $500 late fee. Talking with them, they waived that. On a foreclosure that was just sold, the bank has agreed to pay us roughly $3,700 on the maintenance that was due. I don't remember the
What's the
apartment
apartment
number.
number on that one?
The Devon 413, but it was
Right.
like $5,200 that was due.
$5,200?
But they agreed what they were legally liable, they gave a little bit extra for the special assessment, which I don't think they were legally liable for, but they gave the full assessment amount.
I will take it.
Yeah.
In the 5 weeks we've been there, and we can't take credit for this, it just happened, 6 apartments have been sold. Okay, the quarters that we collect from the machines, instead of taking them to Bank of America at the cost of $53, we are going to take them to the Bank Atlanta, where you just carry them, throw them in a machine. They automatically count them, give you a receipt for them. Give you a receipt, and then we just deposit. Now, yes, you have to carry them, but that's okay for $53. We can do that. I'm sorry.
That's per week?
No, every
The monthly fee.
Okay.
Okay. There are IRS fees, which I'm not sure what they were. But
Payroll
payroll,
problems,
but
not paying the taxes on
not paying
time.
the taxes on time. I can't give you a figure on that, but there were late fees on that also. Even Comcast, there was a late fee of $8. We didn't bother to call them and have them waive the $8, but there was a Comcast late fee of $8. Okay, now I'd like to get to some of the rumors. We are not going to have a big assessment. Never mind a small, okay? From what I understand, I was told that we are going to have to pay 7.5% interest on the loan that we are borrowing. We are not borrowing a loan. We are not going to. So there's not going to be no 7.5%, okay? Okay. The last one was a little frantic that I had heard. Oh, I don't know how we're gonna pay the water bills. They're gonna shut the water off because the water bills are not, yes? Because the water bills are not being paid and all that. Well, the water bills not only are being paid, but they're being paid on time without a late fee. Oh, this morning I was told, this morning I was told that 50 checks had not been posted and they were deposited, and we made the mistake. We couldn't have made the mistake because December 31st, we were not in the office, we didn't have access to the computer, to any checks, to any deposit slips for a week and a half because they were being kept safe somewhere. And we couldn't get the password on the computer, it would not be given to us. So we had to hire someone from the Geek Squad at $120 to get into the computer because we couldn't get the password. Along with other stuff we couldn't get until finally the lawyer managed to get it at his office. Absolutely. You wouldn't give it to Jeremy. I wasn't there. And then when I was there, thank you, you were there?
Can you
I was
repeat what he
there.
said, excuse me? Can you repeat, because I don't think anybody heard it.
Clarify what he said.
Yes.
Wait a minute, all right, about what now?
What he just said to you, can you please repeat it?
That he had to go to the, Bill, can you give Bill the,
Yeah, you want to talk to him?
you can
Say that to
interpret.
me again. Which office?
The law office.
Well, while we're waiting for that.
Yeah, this is a list. The Herald has handed me, I'm just reading it. It says items being returned to the association office, Bank of America bag, 2 bank deposit receipts, Colonial Bank, 1 payment on account check from B&P. BB&T. Checks, Colonial River Shores, 2717 through 2750, rose colored. Bank of America River Shores, 4104 to 4250, blue colored. Middle River Club, Bank of America, 2569 through 2600, green. And Middle River Club Colonial Bank, 2285 to 2800. Keys, I don't know, Green Man.
Green man keys
It's
to
what
lock
he's reading.
boxes.
Keys to locked boxes, bulletin boards, River Shore office keys and mailbox. A Sony voice recorder, Office Depot credit card and record card, toner and ink refills.
The toner refills, that was interesting, kept for safekeeping from the office, okay.
Just kind of pass them along.